Hood life shit, man. Gotta feel that.
Really?
You ready?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, man. So we live in Chicago, man. We're one of the real OGs that was referred to us and said we should tap in with, man, got a lot of history. So go ahead, introduce yourself to the people.
What's up, people, with y'all? You know, this blind folks, you know what I'm saying? Old school, gangster disciple, what we call now growth for development. You know, in the city, doing our thing in the trenches, you know what I'm talking about? Still getting it in.
Fact.
You know, what's going on with the brotherly love city? Peace out to Philly, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
man.
Also to my man Benny Siegel, man. I love you, man, Billy. You know what I'm saying? Billy the Kid, all y'all, you know what I'm talking about? I mean, Gilly.
No, it's all love.
Yeah, because Gilly will get at me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, man. So definitely appreciate you sitting down with us, man. So I just wanted to first start off by just talk about as far as how Chicago was for you when you was coming up as a youngin'.
Well, when I basically was coming up, you know what I mean? I had grew up where it is, you know, it wasn't nothing but, it was straight banging, you know. Motherfuckers, old school drug dealers, you know, doing their motherfucking thing. I seen it. Me and my brother and them seen it, my guys seen it, so we wanted to get involved. You know, but it wasn't so quick. But it happened so quick at the same time, because you know, when you jump off the porch, you like, oh shit, man, this shit feel good.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? So on phone them, I jumped my ass out there, you know what I mean? And I've been on it ever since.
So like time frame, what year was this?
Let me see. We talking about the 80s. So I'm gonna at least say about 86, 87, shit, man, maybe before that. I done lost frame of time, but you know, when you be a part of something for so motherfucking long, you lose track of time, but one thing, time don't lose track of you because you can be up out of here when the clock stops ticking.
That's a fact, man. So who are some of the like just taking real back to the history, because you know Chicago is definitely like a big gang city. I don't want to say it like in a negative way, but it's definitely like a lot of gang culture and the gang history here and things like that. So who was some of the original gangs in Chicago?
Well, your original gangs here, you had the Blackstone Rangers, Devil Disciples, High Supreme Gangsters, Conservative Vice Lords, Four Corner Hustlers, which was 4VL at first. You also had the MCs, you know, which is Mickey Cobras. You know, they was MCS, Mickey Cobra Storm, but then they became, you know, just regular Mickey Cobras. You know, I ain't gonna get off of today because that's them brothers' business. But you got the Black Souls here, you know what I mean? You also got, let me see, I want to leave them all. Latin Kings definitely.
Yeah.
Latin folks, which was the MLDs. These are like some of the original gangs, you know. I don't want to leave none of my other Latin folks out, but he just asked me the original, so, you know, much love, peace and love to the Latin folks and other Latin brothers too, under the fire, you know what I mean?
Facts. So talk about like before even like the gangs, and talk about like Al Capone and that history and things like that, because I was told like Al Capone, he wasn't like originally from Chicago, but he kind of made his bones here.
Actually, well, from what I had got told from history, Al Capone came from New York, and you know, he made his bones when he, you know, he took care of his little business or whatever. He came up here and he did his thing, but in actual fact, before Al Capone had came here, it was already OG black gangsters here already, because during the time when they had what they call lottery right now, we had people that was here that started with the numbers. The number bracket started in Chicago.
Okay.
The brother, I forgot the brother name, but he went up against the mob. Eventually, you know, he had got murdered or whatever, but that ticket number started here. You know, it was always, Chicago always had brothers that was gangsters well before the Italians. Believe that.
All right, so earlier you mentioned that you were a part of the growth and development. Talk about like the history of that, how those how that gang like first started. Well, I don't want to say gang, how that organization first started and things like that, and the history before that.
Well, from my notation, from my gathering, from what I had got was that you had actually two brothers, you know, which is one we call King David, which is King David, was the Kings of Kings over the Disciples, and Larry Hoover, which was High Supreme Gangster. They had odds with each other, but they end up joining together. And when they came together, this is how we had became the Black Gangster Disciple, because the gangsters was not disciples and disciples wasn't gangsters, but you know, they merged it. When they merged it together, that's how we had got the All Is One group, due to the fact that, you know, David Boxdale and Larry had came together through one of the older brothers that I was told, you know, allegedly, you know, I'm not a whole 100% for sure because I'm not that old, but you know, this was some of the history telling that made it into the making of how we became what we became. And then after so long far in, we had the beat was dropped and we became Gangster Disciple, and then until well in, it got changed to Growth and Development because we were an organization structure of an organization, no longer a street gang. Street gangs are something that, you know, opposed to different from an organization. But once we became an organization, that's when the feds call us organized crime.